current cases dealing with the press? I mean, how are you finding that? You must be really good at handling them, or do you find it difficult?
I don't find it difficult, but I also think things have changed dramatically. When we have a case where you're talking to the press now, a few things are different. One, oftentimes the reporters are just looking for anything because they have so many spots to fill, whether it's tweeting something, whether it's a blog of some kind, whether it's getting an update for the newsletter that comes out at 11 before your stories due at 2. So I think that the depth of questioning that I used to do, that other reporters used to do, I'm not sure you have the time for that. And so it's a little bit different when you're responding. You can know as an attorney what message you want to get across, and you can very clearly get that message across, sort of no matter what the questions are. I do love dealing with the press when they are reporters who really care about the story, who want to get it right, who tell both sides, but take the time to do the research and get the information and really get the story right so that a reader or reviewer is getting some understanding of something other than a headline.
Yeah, and I think, Mike, that it's important for lawyers, especially in a high-profile case, to work with the reporters to background so that they understand the issues and can report if they want to fairly.
Yeah.
So I've always spent a lot of time on background with reporters, just letting them understand what our perspective is, so that when we file a motion, they have some feel for why the motion's been filed and what we're trying to accomplish, not for being quoted, but just to help them do their job. And I think it's a very symbiotic relationship. They need us, and to a certain extent, we need them if things are going to be fair.
Well, because you have to realize, particularly in a criminal case, I mean, it's slightly different in a civil case where you have fair access to both sides. Oftentimes, the easiest information to access is from the police and the prosecution. You get the perp walk, you get the press release, you get the DA or her assistant speaking to the press about charges. That's the low hanging fruit. So if you're not taking the initiative or returning that phone call, I think you're doing a client a real disservice, because otherwise the narrative that the state or the government wants to get out there is in fact the narrative that gets out, and that infects your jury pool and beyond.